So this reading is for entertainment purposes only. This will go into the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine Collective for January 2nd, 2025. So let's start with Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is undergoing a shift in consciousness regarding the inner child. So I feel as though the Divine Feminine is starting to actually see where her codependency trauma is still ruling her. So as the Divine Feminine actually heals this trauma, she starts to have breakthroughs about where she is not choosing herself and where she is dimming her own light still. So as the Divine Feminine steps into her dark feminine energy, this is causing her to reprogram her nervous system. So there's people-pleasing trauma that's coming up for the Divine Feminine to deal with. And as this is coming up, the Divine Feminine is letting go of a lot of narratives that caused her to self-sacrifice. So the Divine Feminine is really focused on healing the wound space right now. As she breaks out of that masculine woman template, she starts to drop into her body. She is reprogramming her nervous system to be okay with the stillness, to be okay in flow state. So the Divine Feminine is also clearing money blocks as well. And because she's clearing money blocks, she is letting go that need to force things and to order and control. She is going with the flow right now, and she is trusting in the divine plan. What I'm also seeing that the Divine Feminine is working on is also the inner teenager. As she lets go of that relationship trauma that causes her to, be in fear state, she is challenging that irrational thinking and becoming much more, aware of how her fears are sabotaging the process. And this is helping the Divine Feminine to really remain in a new story. And that's what I get for Divine Feminine. So this is what I get for Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is really focused on transmuting the fear of not being enough right now. And as he transmutes that fear of not being enough, he is starting to see where this is sabotaging his, not only his love life, but also his finances, his healing. So the Divine Masculine is breaking out of defining himself by how much he is healed. He is starting to actually see that he is inherently enough. So he's really working on his dark masculine right now. And because he's working on his dark masculine, he is actually breaking free of a lot of people pleasing. He's breaking free of letting others siphon his energy. The Divine Masculine is putting himself first. He is making no apologies about doing that. So as the Divine Masculine lets go of that narrative that it's his job to keep other people happy, this is causing him to really, again, heal that codependency trauma. He is mirroring Divine Feminine heavily in this regard. He is no longer, letting people, take from him. He is being more intentional with his energy. And as the Divine Masculine ends up letting go of those false beliefs about himself, he starts to see that the power is what's within. It always has been within. So he is healing that guilt and shame that makes him think that he shouldn't put himself first. He's really choosing himself right now, and he's reprogramming his nervous system to be okay with this, to become familiar with it, in other words. And that's what I get for Divine Masculine. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I post updates about twin flames often. I will see you another time. Namaste.